something like this. And this page contains the Sorcerer's Milestones mini game, I suppose it is. And they are asking, can you order the events of Harry's first adventures by placing the numbers 1 through 12 in the spaces provided? I would do this, but I don't have any a marker, and plus I don't want to write in this anyway, so. And then this is a trivia. We're not gonna do the first one, we'll do a different one. Okay. So first of all, did y'all know that Harry Potter or Hogwarts had an alma mater? Like what? Hogwarts blank. I don't know what the blank is, do you? Hogwarts blank something please. Spell us something please. I have no idea, but I've always loved parchment paper. And I like scrolls. I don't know why, I just think it is so cool. And being able to write with the little quills, and I love the little wax stamps or seals to them. It's so fascinating to me. I wish we could still send letters like this, or send parchment or scrolls to people instead of just plain boring gold letters. Okay. Do you want to do this one? This has Professor McGonagall. Professor McGonagall. Oh, can you see? Hold on. Okay. Professor McGonagall and Professor Quirrell. Okay. It says standard book of spells year 1. We'll do this quiz. So, though it's cast non-verbally, the first spell Harry sees in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is a transfiguration spell that changes the appearance of which character? Do you know? The first person that gets spelled in this book is Harry's cousin. What's his name? Dudley. Number 2. The Gryffindor first years watch Professor McGonagall turn her desk into a blank during their first transfiguration lesson. During their first transfiguration lesson, is it a big? Does she turn the desk into a big oink? 3. Ron, first unable to master the incantation, uses this leviation spell to save Hermione from a giant troll. I know y'all know this one. Wingardium Leviosa. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Number 4. This spell used by Hermione to get into the 3rd floor corridor is also known as the Thief's Friend. If you didn't know what spell was being cast on the home page, but you know what number 4 is, you can drop that down below instead. Let's get some interaction going on. Okay, number 5. Neville is the first Harry Potter character to be hit with a full body bind, signified by which incantation? Now, I know it was something Totalis, but because they froze him when they were trying to get past him because they didn't want to hurt him. Was it Petrificus Totalis? Something of the Three, the sorting hat. Obviously, A, Harry becomes a member of Gryffindor house. Gryffindor house. Four, the mirror. So A is gone. Cross that out. B is gone. Cross that out. D is gone. Cross that out. So we have C, E, and F. And 4 has to be F. Harry sees his deepest heart's desire. 5, the forbidden forest. The forbidden forest. So A is gone. B is gone. D is gone. F is gone. So we have D and E. D and E. Which one is it? Good. And then 6. That leaves us with. Good job. And then on this page we have Wizard Christmas with the Christmas tree. Oh, I love it. And we have a little star. And then we have so many little tiny ornaments. With another star. Then we have candles everywhere. We're not gonna do every single thing. We're gonna keep going. Okay. Before I go to this page, this caught my eye. These little circles. Which Harry Potter house are you? Are you Gryffindor with the red and gold and the lion as the archetype? The lion as the archetype. Are you Hufflepuff, black and yellow Are you Ravenclaw? Or are you Slytherin? I am 1000% Ravenclaw, which I took. So back in the day, J.K. Rowling made a quiz. This ring is my nana's, and it's too big for me, so it's always falling sideways. But that's okay. I love it because she gave it to me. Back in the day, there was a site called Pottermore, and J.K. Rowling had a quiz up called the Sorting Hat Quiz, and it sorted you to where you were supposed to go. I was sorted into Ravenclaw. Now, I was kind of upset because I thought, that I was going to be Gryffindor, like the 3 amigos on the front page. But when I read the breakdown of what Ravenclaw is, excuse me, a little tickle in my throat, and the characteristics, I thought this makes so much sense. I firmly believe that the quiz J.K. Rowling made is the only accurate one. Now, Pottermore, the site doesn't exist anymore. I think it's called the Wizarding World site or something like that. I don't know. But every other site, it doesn't feel accurate to me personally because it was not made by the one and only J.K. Like the previous one, which there's a lot of speculation. Some say she made it herself, that Pottermore quiz, now the Wizarding World quiz. Some say that she didn't make it, but she oversaw, like she saw them making it, and she confirmed that yes, this question would mean that they were, if they answered this way, which would mean that they were Ravenclaw. If answered this way, it would mean Gryffindor, blah blah. Anywho, it doesn't really matter, it's just semantics, but that's the only quiz that I trust, and I have taken it once in my life and got Ravenclaw. I think it would be fun to take the test again on the updated site and see if I get Ravenclaw again. Maybe I'll do a video like that. And then I didn't forget about this page. My phone is going off. You can probably hear has this little box with some gold detailing. Some gold detailing. And over here is really intricate. Look at this. It goes. Actually, I think I did that wrong. Did I do that wrong? So intricate, I can't even do it right. In the giant game of chess played to reach the Sorcerer's Stone, what was the first white piece captured by Hermione while she was playing as the black rook? Rook and two says, what was baby Dudley eating for breakfast on the day Harry was left on the Dursley's doorstep? And 3, what is the name of the Muggle school Harry was supposed to attend? Oh, this is year 2. Okay. So, I'm not gonna make this video too long. This was really just a test because I am not used to this setup where I can barely see what's going on because the phone is tilted down. Everything looks tilted and sideways to me, so I hope it is centered for you. We will do year 2 in part 2 of this if you would like to see another magazine flip through. This is my first time doing this. So if there is something that I didn't do to your liking, please let me know. If you want to see me do something different,